Yes, I was actually talking to the Collin County Democratic Party over the last few days. They had numbers around 800 to be RSVP'd here, and of course people will show up. They are predicting that about 3,000 people are here right now at the corner of Parker and Preston in Plano. Just take a look across the street. People have started to get some space over there to protest, but we're going to walk down over here, John Mark. We're going to walk down this way to show you what the crowds really look like. Now, we just spent some time talking to a couple of protesters who are just much like what we saw in Frisco, are just looking to spread the message that they are looking for a free and fair democracy and don't feel like that's what they are getting. A lot of creative signs out here as trying to send that message. We have seen a couple of counter protesters. Now, it's our understanding that a legitimate counter protest was not given a permit in time to be here, just like in Frisco, but we have seen a couple of people roaming the sidewalks with Trump signs trying to, again, counter protest. For the most part here, from what we can see, we just arrived, but what we can see is that this is very peaceful. Everyone is having a peaceful conversation, talking to us about what we have seen in other protests around Collin County. And here, I'm going to make our way around here where maybe you can hear some of their chants. Now we're going to be careful showing you what some of these protest signs say, as some of them do have some explicit words on them. Can't even talk today. They have cuss words, you guys, so we're just going to try and be careful about what we are seeing here. Again, we're predicting about 3,000 people here from the Collin County Democratic Party. They are the ones hosting this particular No Kings protest over in Frisco that was independently hosted. Some of what we have heard from protesters so far is that they want to share that they are not being paid to be here. Again, this was independently put on by the people of Plano. Another thing that we have been told is that there is a mixed bag of party affiliations here. We've talked to people who are Democrats, talked to people who are Republicans, but not necessarily proud of their party right now. We have talked to Jews, we've talked to Arabs, we have talked to the children of war veterans, we have talked to veterans, we've talked to preachers, to church groups, and everyone here, again, just sharing the same peaceful message of wanting a fair and free democracy and just not feeling like that is what they're getting right now, Morgan.
And Natalie, before we let you go, Rebecca actually has a question for you about the security situation.
Yeah, Natalie, what are you seeing security-wise, and how are they keeping the protesters apart? Because I know at times they have to try to extradite people out of there.
Sure. What I'm seeing right now, and we just arrived in Plano, I should say, I want to preface that because we are still getting a lay of the land here. We have seen a couple of officers patrolling the area, going up and down the sidewalk. We just had a couple of counter protesters pass us, and we see some nearby officers keeping an eye on that, making sure that everything stays peaceful, nothing rowdy from we can see here on the sidewalk. It's very similar to what we saw in Frisco too. See a couple of patrol units over by the Wells Fargo Bank, a lot of retail businesses here where they are parked beside. I apologize if you can't hear us. If we can actually shift it to the street here on Preston and Parker, just getting a lot of support from people honking. And again, Rebecca, to your question again, officers are really on standby. I can see a couple standing over by the Bank of America across the street. I don't think you can see that on your screen right now, but they're standing away, allowing people to have their peaceful protest, to exercise their First Amendment, and going up and down the sidewalk. But it is not extreme. There are not, I wouldn't say there are huge amounts of officers here because largely in part, I believe they know that this is peaceful so far.
Thank you so much, Natalie. I really appreciate you answering that question.